Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jake Smash. I've got a YouTube channel and a Discord server 100% dedicated to helping all commanders in Watcher of Realms from beginner to advanced. Please check them both out, their links will be in the description of this video. Today I have got the absolute pleasure of going over the highlights of the recent AMR Stage 19 Low Power Community Challenge. First, let's start with the rules. No more than one legendary hero and no power of dominance for the extra stats, very simple. Stage 19 is very different from stages 1 through 18, starting with these mobs that you see at the bottom of the screen. They come out in waves of 10, and there's a lot of them. There are powerful spikes of terror in the upper section, and they can do some crazy damage, ladies and gentlemen. The boss continuously casts AoE skills and gets enhanced by the small monsters that appear in the upper right. Let's kick this off with a preview of what's to come. Estrid there, cleaving through looks like 15 enemies. That was incredible. A lot of epic champions. Decimus, alright, we even got a rare here. Gluttony, we don't see him very much. Kigiri, oh I bet that hurt. Cyrus, do you see Cyrus there? Interesting. And Valderon. Valderon just blowing up the boss basically. Disgustingly strong, I love it. Alright, let's do this. 7 champions for 10th place. Estrid, Isolde, Hollow, Rourke, Kigiri, Mariel, and Baron. Estrid missing a piece of gear, level 1 Eye of Sin. Isolde missing some gear. Hollow as well. Rourke, very well geared. Baron partially geared. Kigiri very well geared, and a level 10 artifact, rounding it out, Mariel, partially level 10 Goddess Grace. Alright, so mostly level 1 artifacts, we got a couple level 10s there. Kigiri doing excellent work down there at the bottom. AoE damage from a single target fighter. That's fantastic. This player is not covering the upper right section though, you see, so those monsters can just come down and regenerate the boss's health and enhance its damage capabilities. That is a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Estrid covering the upper section. That's surprising. I would have thought she would have been on the bottom. Kigiri, boss is it. The boss was almost at half health, and Kigiri just practically one shot. Alright, if that's 10th place, I'm excited for this. Let's start with 9th. Okay, here's our Cyrus that we saw earlier. Now we have Estrid at the bottom. Avalyn not geared at all, not even an artifact. Wrath partially geared. Hollow and Invigoration give a little extra attack. Estrid very well geared and a max Keen Wisdom. Olag partially geared, okay. Estrid is facing down so that her cleave can attack both lanes, just taking out all of those enemies. Wrath covering the upper right this time, self-healing during his ultimate so that he stays alive. Estrid hacking away at the boss. Cyrus very capably covering the upper right, doing tons of... Oh, Estrid died! Estrid died! Can we hold out long enough? Cyrus! Cyrus is doing incredible DPS covering that upper section. Olag holding strong. Alright, Estrid is back. Estrid is back. Should be easy. Wait, she's dead again! And Olag! Get Avalyn, get Avalyn. Get her. Alright, we got her down, and Cyrus actually finished the job for 9th place. 336,000 BP for 9th place, on to 8th. Only 5 heroes this time. But we do have Valderon, and we all know how strong Valderon is. Very well geared, but no artifact. Wrath very well geared. Estrid very well geared. Alright, looks like Wrath is covering the upper section by himself. Putting out some impressive DPS, getting healed by Mariel to keep him alive, in addition to when he's ulting. No one covering the upper right section again, though. So the boss is just getting enhanced. Estrid holding on to that ult. There we go. Alright. Boss walks up. Valderon ults. Did that hit for over 1,000,000 damage? Oh, he's so strong. 7th place. Couple new faces this time. We have Gluttony, we have Draga. We don't see them very often. Again, we have Estrid on the bottom. Whew. That cleave just destroys everything. Very strong. Gluttony covering the upper right. Solid lineup. Everything looks very strong. Gluttony self-healing, easily covering the upper right. Baron and Wrath easily covering the upper section. Estrid cutting through everything in her path. Looks like she's holding on to the ult. We have some strategy with the timing here. Probably waiting for the boss, since that is the final wave of mobs from the bottom. Here comes the boss. Yep, there's the ult. Chop him down. Very well done. 305,000 BP for 7th place. 6th place. Another new face. We have Aatrox this time. Bottom lane still has Estrid and 2 defenders. Estrid is back a little further this time, not as close to the boss. Hollow isn't wearing anything. Aatrox very well geared. Estrid very well geared. Alright. Estrid still very handily covering the bottom lanes. Aatrox timing, I'm sure, was crucial in planning out how to do this. Finding just the right times to get Aatrox and place him so that that AoE damage from his death effect can cover the upper section effectively. Wrath very capably covering the upper right. Boss shows up. Estrid goes to work. Now it's just a waiting game, it appears. Everything looks solid. Ooh, that was close. That was closer than I thought it was going to be, but well done. 5th place. Now we're using Glenn. We have another rare hero. Glenn and Avalon as defenders. Estrid and Abomination for our DPS champions. 6 heroes total in the lineup. We haven't seen Abomination yet. I'm excited to see what kind of damage he can do in that upper section. Wrath is still available. The cost is available, but they were waiting to place Wrath until the right moment so that he could ult and attack those monsters so that he could regenerate health from his ult and do the needed DPS to cover. Abomination putting in excellent work covering that upper section. Definitely leveraging his Undying ability, putting out a ton of damage, burning everything that comes near him. And Estrid chops down the boss once again. Very well done for 5th place. 296,000 battle power. 4th place. And this time we have Decimus, another rare hero. Vortex partially geared. Estrid in Infernal Roar, very well geared. Avalon not wearing anything except a level 1 Bastion ring. Wrath very well geared in his exclusive artifact. Gluttony as well. And Draga not wearing anything. Decimus also not wearing anything. Alright, again we have Gluttony taking care of the upper right section by themselves, doing damage, healing. Wrath covering the upper section, doing really, really good DPS. Decimus, that timing for Decimus was important. Placed him there a little bit just so that Wrath could get the rage that he needed to ult to beat that Spike of Terror. That was smart. That was very smart. And as always, we have Estrid at the bottom, chopping away, covering both lanes with a couple of defenders. Everything looks to be holding strong. No issues again. All right. Looks good, looks good. Ooh, Wrath died there at the end. Needed Decimus to block the crystal. That was close, that was close. Well done. Third place. Estrid very well geared. No artifact. Isolde not wearing anything. Avalon also not wearing anything except a Bastion ring. We're using Abomination again to cover the upper section. And Wrath. Alright. Similar strategy to what we've seen before. Hollow rounding it out to heal. Abomination handling the upper section as we saw previously. Wrath handling the upper right. Estrid handling the bottom two lanes. Defenders aren't wearing anything though, so we got to be careful there. It doesn't take too much to get rid of them. Estrid's damage output is just incredible though. Ult when the boss shows up. Finish the job. A very optimized run right there. 277,000 battle power. Second place. Second place. Once again, only 5 heroes. Isolde, Estra, Hollow, Olag, and a new face. We have Volca for the first time. Estrid handling the bottom two lanes with 2 defenders, as we have seen many times. Volca handling the upper section by herself, and no one covering the upper right section, so those monsters are free to come down and enhance the boss. Doesn't look to be any issues whatsoever so far. Volca doing incredible AoE damage covering the upper section. Estrid doing excellent damage in the lower section, probably just going to wait out the boss like we always do. Wait! Estrid, why was Estrid dismissed? Why did we do that? Isolde also? Okay, so Estrid, that must be why we have Volca. Dual purpose. Not only is she covering the upper section, but we have reduced deployment time. So Estrid can cover the upper section so that they stop enhancing the boss, and then Olag just blocks the boss indefinitely until Estrid can come back and chop him down to size. That was a phenomenal strategy. That was really good. Second place. All right, what's first? 5 champions. 5 champs. Wow. 2 rare champs. We have Ardea, no artifact. Estrid, no artifact. Both obviously very well geared. Hollow and Invigoration, no artifact. And Skulf also an Invigoration without an artifact. Decimus not wearing anything, keeping that BP low. So Skulf and Hollow both giving Invigoration to Estrid and Ardea. So they both get that extra attack bonus. Wow. No defenders whatsoever. Ardea chopping down everything, coming from the upper section before they even come close to the portal. Estrid covering both lanes. No one covering the upper right section, but it doesn't look like we need to. Place Decimus at the last second so that Ardea can finish her job, finish off the boss. First place, 254,000 BP. Every move meticulously calculated. No defenders, as I said. Damage dealers tanked and did damage. A very, very well-deserved first place. Congratulations to everyone. and congratulations to our champion. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jake Smash. This has been an absolute honor and a privilege going through this community challenge with you, watching all of your incredible strategies come to life. Thank you so much for your time. Please check out my YouTube channel and Discord server. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, links will be in the description. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have an excellent day.
Watcher of Realms.